perfect temperature in this car though today. Like, I haven't needed to add any, I am idling so I can charge my phone, but I haven't needed to add any AC or fans or warming up or anything like that. Perfect temperature, although it's pissing it down with rain. Am I drenched? We're at CherryBrook, car parking 3. I went out. Oh, am I wet? It's not the same as when you're wet and you have hair, is it? Went outside for a little tiny walk and it started pissing it down with rain on me. Soaked my long sleeve over there. Oh, this is so much better. And yet, in a way, I can't do this. Oh man. Idling. Ever since my breakdown, like, I've had the half turn of the key in my car. So I thought I could like charge my phone and stuff, have the dash cam on, all plugged in, while my car was not idling with the engine on, going grrr. After the breakdown with the AA, I realised I couldn't do that. That's such a pain in the ass, because I have idling on to charge my phone, which is the second phone I bought after Sam destroyed and didn't pay for my first phone of the same kind. It's the same kind of phone, but the battery is just constantly running down fucking low on it. Like, I could leave my phone with 75-80% battery, go into work for a 4 or 5 hour shift, come back and the entire phone is just like 0%, and then I have to turn the car on, idling with the engine on, and plug it in like here to charge it, and just get a few bars of percent out of it, enough to play music on the way home. Can't really watch videos at night on the way home, driving home at night anymore because of this issue. And also, you know, just sitting in the car with the engine growling and idling for ages. Like, I'm not an eco warrior. I don't fucking care about the I don't believe that the car is damaging the environment by idling with the engine on, parked. Don't believe in any of that shit, never have. It's not true. But what does annoy me is I'm just sitting in this growling car. If I open a window, then I can sometimes smell the car fumes, depending on which way the wind's blowing. I can smell the engine fumes coming around the car and coming in the window a little bit. And that's gross, so I shut the window. So I used to like opening the window to see out, and obviously on fully turned off key, which is what I have now, the power windows, because they're digital bullshit windows, they're not rollies, they don't work. So yeah, I liked that half position on the key. I wish it could charge stuff. I wish it wouldn't run my battery flat. I wish it could do everything, you know. Obviously it makes sense, the car's not running, so there's no dynamo, there's no generator generating electricity for the car. But I didn't know that at first. I thought it had enough power in it that half turn position of the key was just able to just keep my appliances going or keep them charged from what was amassed in the car battery, sort of thing, and that there'd be enough there to do it. Turns out no. Let's open a window anyway. So this is how I have to open a window now. I can either fully ignition or half press. This is a half turn. This is what I used to use all the time. You can hear a mild buzzing. It's not too bad. Can operate this, which I don't think it should allow, because that's what runs down my electricity. Obviously this can go, and I can do this. But I can't leave it on, so I've got to turn it back to off. That's fully off. I know, you people who have cars know all this shit already. I'm a car newbie, and this is for people who don't have cars, I guess. And yeah, it's annoying. It's just like having the car growling in the background for like half an hour or the entire time you stop. It's not very peaceful. Whereas like this, with the power off, and I've done this right now because the phone has, on idling with the engine on, reached 100% while plugged in, and it keeps beeping at me. That's another thing I don't like. I'll just unplug that if I can. I'm trying to film while doing it. That put out of my chin. And then I kind of, because I know I'm going to be using that again, I wrap it around there so it doesn't get in the way. It's mastering the ergonomics of living in the car. And my seat is tilted. The seat is normally all the way up here, in line with the window frame, the arch thing. But yeah, it's just annoying. I guess one way of solving it in a way would be to get a new phone, a third phone. But these cost hundreds of pounds, and the one I had before was working absolutely fine, and it had good charge compared to this one. And that phone worked great until he came along and destroyed it. And he should fucking pay for it, because he destroyed it. My parents have lost any sense of control of their family and the house. They have no control over the boys, even though de facto, on the deeds and by law and everything, my parents control the house, but they won't do anything with that control that they have to rectify the situation and create peace in the house. They refuse to create peace, even though it's within their power to do so, not by brute force, but by all other means, financial, and if need be, calling the police out to defend them from my brothers, which I would not like for myself, but you know, what do we have? We don't really have any other means. It started raining again. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to talk about to do with it, but yeah, it's just annoying. So this is the first time I've had in a while where I've been able to, because that's reached 100, which doesn't normally happen when I'm out in the car. It's very slow charging. I can turn it off, and this is what it was like most of last year when I didn't know that having that on half turn over there was draining my battery. So all of last year it was like this, and you can see when there aren't cars driving past, it's pretty peaceful. It's pretty calm. You can hear the wind outside, the birds, the rain on the windows, the breeze. I can hear myself think a bit better. I can open the windows, there's no fumes coming in. That's just so much better, dude. But I like having my phone there, so I can just, at any point, I can log on the internet and find something out. I can look at a map, I can have music going, I can have a video going. And that's the only reason I do the idling thing, except for, yeah, in summertime, which has just come to a close, ended the other day. It's now September. You get heat waves, and you need that. You can't do it on half press to use the air conditioning. It will let you put the fans on full and the air conditioning on, and all these things, they work annoyingly with the half turn of the key, which fools me into thinking that I can use them and there will be no consequence. So I think the car should just deny them to you, because there's obviously a big consequence, which is your car breaks down and you can't use your entire car. And I don't carry jumper cables, like I'm not an AA van. I don't know the electrical shit that they're doing. Yeah, when it's heat wave in summertime, I guess I turn on idling now. I never used to put on the AC and cool down the car. And then when it gets to winter, like by November it'll be cold autumn, and from then onwards through the winter I will have to do idling to keep the fan on with the heating to warm the car up. And yeah, for just a long time I was just doing that on the half thing of the key, and the thing is, it worked for a long time. It didn't seem like there was any problem. It did seem like it had enough juice for me to use the fans, and the dash cam even, and the phone charging while the car was in half-turn, for want of a better phrase. But then I just broke down, and it happened several times before, and I was like, what is this? What was the reason? And the mechanics were like, oh, we can't really find a reason. Maybe it's your battery, we'll replace your battery. And I kept asking them, like, is there something in my car sapping my power? Is that what could be doing it? And they're like, no, it can't be that. No, I think you got a flat battery. So I think they might have conned me into selling me a new battery when I might not have needed one. But then I found out via the AA that, yeah, the reason my car broke down is literally couldn't turn on the key for the ignition because there wasn't enough electricity in the battery, because I'd had like my phone plugged in, my dash cam on. I think it was particularly the AC, the air conditioning button just down there. That draws the most power from my car. That's the main thing. Sucks it right out. So I can't start my car. And it's just like in 1 year changed the way I do things in the car to make it worse. And part of the reason is this. Domestic abuse update, 3rd of September. Nothing big to say, mostly the same stuff. Mondays and Wednesdays, Joe doing the same stuff but being more brazen. He piles up all the crap in the bathroom on the shelf. Well, that was the shower room shelf. He goes into the bathroom, chucks a towel on the floor. Sometimes he fucks around with the soap. He's only done that once so far. He will spray a bunch of shitty air freshener into the corridor. If I'm in the bathroom, he will go near the bathroom or shower room door and do it. Sometimes he'll do it in the corridor outside his room, although I don't think that's mostly where he's doing it. And I think he's doing a bunch of it like aimed at my bedroom door for when I'm that side. He's done that twice today. I won't be surprised if he's done it like a 3rd time today by the time I get back. I've been putting the candle on to remove the scent because some of it gets through my door. But this morning my stomach was feeling kind of bad, and after he did it I smelt the scent too strongly, and I had the candle going next to me, like a big scented candle. I had to move it literally like under my nose to try and drive the fucking air freshener scent, disgustingness, perfume shit he's got, like noxious fumes, away from me. If he was brought up on it by mum or dad, he would make up the excuse, which I'm sure is not true, that he's masking the scent of my deodorant because he doesn't like the deodorant I wear. It's like, I don't complain about the deodorant you wear. Anyway, I put on the deodorant, surprise surprise, to take away the odour so I don't smell of sweat or BO or anything like that, because that's what you buy it and wear it for. That's what everyone gets it for. So it could be a lot worse and he doesn't know. If I didn't wear any deodorant or shampoo or anything, then I'd just be not clean, you know. You get the sweat and everything would just build up, and same reason for him wearing it. He's just being stupid. Like, ugh. The thing is, he's not doing that. He's not spraying air freshener around because he doesn't like the smell of my deodorant. That's the excuse he would jump to. He's doing it just as an aggressive act to spite me, show dominance and territory in the house, show that he wants to be violent and steal things from me at the drop of a hat, and also like to show that my parents refuse to stop him, which they do. They refuse to stop him, and so he's still doing that. When Sam has been here on a Monday, he has been spinning the shoes around. I noticed the other day, which is quite disgusting and horrific to me, a big piece of slate from the path to Remy's grave had been taken away down the garden path and just chucked somewhere. It's not something Mum could have done accidentally moving her garden equipment. It's not something an animal could have done. It's quite a large piece of slate. So that's just to spite me. Sam would have done that, I think. might have been Joe, just to affect me because they know that every day I visit the cats' graves. I see it as like grave desecration, really. You know, I'd see that as the start of them going out to try and dig up all my cat's bones, or pile shit around there, or fence around it, or, you know, do all manner of insane things like that. Wouldn't put it past them. I think they'd do shit like that just to affect me or get at me, or assert bullshit dominance and territory. And, you know, parents don't care. Mum obviously doesn't care because she sides with them. Dad doesn't care because he's scared of them in the same way that I'm scared of them, that, you know, they would attack me like they'd attack him. And so he doesn't use the power he has to do something to stop them. And the net result of that is that, you know, he's old, he's in his 70s. When he dies, they will try and kill me. They will increase attacks first. They will increase, we own the house, not parents. And then they'll try and kill me. And Mum will defend them and side with them on that. That's just how it's going to go. I can see it before it happens. Not much I can do about that except continue to defend myself, because Dad and Mum will not stand up to them. Estate agents put obstacles in my way of getting home, even though I've had enough money for a flat for fucking ages. They will say, you can't have a flat. And they're probably giving all those flats to immigrants and trans people anyway. So yeah, I am suffering, and I may die to my brothers if I don't die from the commies elsewhere. And it's so busy on the roads. I'm glad I found a place that was set back from the road, but even then I can see the road and I can see just how busy it is. I wouldn't want to be in a lay-by beside the road. It is Wednesday, and I've been here like between lunchtime and now it's coming up to 4 o'clock. So between 12 and 4 on a Wednesday, at least at the moment, very busy on the roads. Put that on the chart of busyness when you make it. That's the Bear Down tours. We're now at CherryBrook car parking 2. See you all later, folks. That's a sad one.